Hey guys, it's Shaka and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video is going to be my December wrap up. And in the month of December I read a total of 12 books. I'm really happy with that number. So I hit my reading goal, which was 100 books. And I read 130. So I read more than I set out to. But yeah. So there's 12 books. 2 of them are comic books, and those are the first 2 I'm going to talk about. Okay, the first 2 books I'm going to talk about are comic books, like I said, and that is The Umbrella Academy Dallas and Nightwing, The New 52. So I read this one because I read the first Umbrella Academy when it first came out and I just never got around to it. So I bought the third one and the second one. So I read this one. I really liked it, especially when season 2 came out. It's good. Then Nightwing, I don't know, I just been in a comic book mood. So yeah, Nightwing obviously follows Dick Grayson, who is Batman's former Warren. He used to be Robin, but then he revamped himself as Nightwing, taking on that, and this is the first one in the New 52. So yeah, let's get moving on. Is Younger by Pamela Redmond, and this is the book that inspired a TV show called Younger, and it stars Hilary Duff in it too. If you like Hilary Duff, I suggest go check it out. It's a great show. But yeah, so this is about, her name's Alice, and she just got divorced, you know, and she needs a job because she's been a stay-at-home mom, but her daughter just went off to college. She's going through a divorce, so she doesn't have a lot going on in her life. So she decides to move to Brooklyn with her BFF, Maggie, and she's trying to find a job in the publishing industry like she used to before she got pregnant and left to be a full-time mom. But nobody's gonna hire a woman in her 40s just because they're like, we can't hire you, you haven't been working in years, and we're not gonna have you as an assistant, you're too young, you're too old for that. So Alice has always looked good for her age, so she decides to lie about her age and pretends to be like 26 instead of 40 something. Yeah, and this is just her hijinks of how she did it. I really enjoyed this book. I even annotated it, if you can see. Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of differences obviously from the show to the book. Some of the stuff they changed, some of the characters they changed. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. This was a 4 out of 5 star reads, I believe. But yeah, okay. Alright, and this one is a 5 out of 5 star read, and this is Atomic Love by Jenny Fields, and this book is a period piece yet again, and this is set in the 40s, 50s, and our main character, Rosalind Potter, yeah, so 1950s. She was one of the scientists on the Manhattan Project, and if you don't know what the Manhattan Project is or was, it was a project for nuclear bombs, the one that we dropped on China in the 50s, and she is one of the scientists who was working on it. So this book follows after the aftermath of the bombing and how her trying to cope with what she did and how she participated in that, because it was just a really good book. There was a lot of FBI involved. I don't know how to, but it's a love story too, which I really enjoy, and also just knowing about the Manhattan Project. Just a lot of good stuff was in here. I really suggest checking it out. So 5 out of 5 star reads for this one. Okay, next book is The Summer of 1969 by Ellen Harper. I love it. Yeah, so I got this last year, I think. Yeah, I got it a year ago, and I finally started reading it. So this book is basically follows a family of the summer of 1969. I can't remember the main girl. Oh, Jessie. So Jessie is a 13-year-old girl who's the youngest out of all her siblings, and every summer they go to their grandma's house, who's been the summer kind of on an island. So it's always that way. But this is the summer of 1969, and her older brother Tiger has just got sent off to the war. So they're dealing with not having him there. And her older sister is about to have a baby, twins. And then her other sister is a very activist, trying to get a job off the island, something. And this book was really, there were so many twists and turns I did not see, and I loved it. Okay, I'm a sucker for the 60s, or I don't know, I've always liked books that are set in that era, and this was a really good book about family and how family's not always as clean cut as they looked. So 5 out of 5. And the next book on the list is a book that's a classic that a lot of people read, and that is Maximum Ride by James Patterson, The Angel Experiment. I have had this on my shelf since 2017 when I first started getting into reading. I've had this on my shelf, and I finally decided to read it. It was a 3 out of 5 star read. I feel like I would have liked this better if I had read it when I was younger, like 15, 16. I would have devoured this book. But being a 21-year-old, I did not devour this book. I would have, but like I said, I'm older. My reading tastes have changed since then. Now this book was not my favorite. It's my lowest of the month, and that was These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling. And I know a lot of people like this book. I haven't seen that much reviews on it, but I just haven't seen it a lot. I did not like this. I thought I would, because everyone was talking about it when it was first coming out. And it's about witches, obviously. So Hannah is a element witch, and she has, this book was so boring, okay? And there's a sequel out, and I really wish I would have liked it so I can go read the sequel, but like I said, did not like this. I'm not going to talk about it that much because I don't have good things to say. Okay, next book is Struck by Lightning by Chris Coley, and this book was written, and there was also a movie by him, and it starred him in it, and this is a guy from Glee. So basically it starts about this guy named Carson Phillips, who is the bottom of this food chain. He lives in this very small town, and his dream is to get into Northwestern, I believe. And he wants to, but his guidance counselor tells him he needs to start something better because your resume looks like everybody else's. If you want to stand out, you have to do something better. So he gets the idea to start a I can't say the word. A magazine. So a literal magazine. But he needs people to participate because it can't just be his, right? It has to be a collection of short stories from other people that go to the school. So he winds up blackmailing a lot of his classmates. He finds dirt on all of them, and he blackmails them. And yeah, I suggest go watching the movie or reading the book. It was really fun. It was, like I said, this was a good book. It was a 3 out of 5 star read just because it was okay but not fantastic. Alright, and the last books I'm going to talk about are in a series. I'm going to do them all in one, and those are the 6 books of the Mortal Instruments. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. So I reread this whole series this month in December because I was thinking, why not? You know, I have not read them in a very long time, so why not? So obviously we have City of Bones, City of Ashes, ooh, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, and then finally the grand finale, City of Heavenly Fire, all by Cassandra Clare. Whew, mouthful. Anyway, so these books follows the Shadowhunters Chronicles. These are the original ones. Basically about the girl. If you don't know, hopefully you do. The Shadowhunter Chronicles are set in a world where they're Nephilim, half angel, half human, you know, protect us mundanes from monsters and demons. Yeah, they're basically like kind of like police, really. But yeah, obviously all these books were 5 out of 5 star reads. They were so good, and I loved them. I read them all like in the span of a week. Yeah, I know. But these are such good books. And if you don't know, I'm a big fan of the Marlon Instruments so much, I actually have a rune from the series. So I have the Angelic rune that I got like last year almost. Yeah, I've had this for a year now. But yeah. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you read any of these or if you want to read any of these. Okay, until next time, I am Jacqueline and this is my city of books that's growing every single day. Till next time, bye!